Hey guys, with me Kevin, your scuba professional, and today we're here to unbox and review the Epic ADJ Octo that we've got available on the site. So let's open up the box to see what's going on inside. Open it up to have a look. It's a really great looking Octo. So let's pull that guy out. We'll get to him in a second. I'm going to recycle that guy. Warranty, I like warranties, I hang on to those. Instruction manual box, we'll recycle the box. Very important you read your instruction manual, because here's the instruction manual. Read it beginning to end so you fully understand the complete workings of your Epic ADJ Octo. Right, to go through the Octo itself, starting at the top and working your way to the bottom, it comes with your standard low pressure hose at the low pressure hose connector at the top over there. You have a Mares hose protector which just protects it from pinching, and Mares have given it this really great quality braided hose that they've released recently. And then down to the Octo itself, this is one of Mares' most high performing Octos. It's quite an expensive Octo, but it's also really high performing. Quite often I get asked by divers why should they spend so much money on Octos. Keep in mind they say it's not being used that often. Well, what I tell you guys is an Octo is just as important as your primary regulator. Reason for that is when somebody needs it, they really need it. So if you're down at a deeper depth or towards the end of a dive and a diver swims towards you saying, I'm out of air, they're in a panic situation, you want to be able to supply that diver with the best quality Octo you can get your hands on, because they're going to need to breathe really heavily because they're going to be a little bit stressed in that environment. So I always say it's worth investing in a really high-end Octo. Spend as much money as you do on your primary, because quite often as well, your buddy is normally a loved one or somebody that you know, because you all tend to dive together. So why would you put them in a situation of not giving them the best possible air available in a situation like that? So let's review the perks and benefits of this amazing Epic air system. So the air system itself is made of a chrome metal casing. You can feel it in your hand. It's relatively heavy, and they've sort of powder coated it with this gunmetal grey brown type paint, which I think looks really cool. So you're assured that this is a really solid regulator. It's really going to stand up to the abuse. From the faceplate point of view, it's got a really big faceplate, and it's a hinged faceplate at the bottom. So when you purge it, the whole regulator front of the regulator is a purge button, and because it's hinged at the bottom, you can push anywhere, and you can push it and depending how far you put it back, the more it purges into your mouth, which is great. I really like the way they've got the design on the top and bottom, but it's got little deflector shields. And what the deflector shield does is it deflects water away from the regulator. So if you've got the regulator up on your chest as you're descending down a swimming current, that reduces the chances of the regulator free flowing. However, top tip from me with all Octos is if you guys are diving, instead of leaving the faceplate facing this way, it's always a good idea to turn the faceplate into the water. That way there is no chance of it free flowing at all. This Epic ADJ air system has an ADJ adjustment valve on the side, which I think is really great. So you can dial that up and dial it down, and that allows a greater flow or lower flow of air to the diver that needs it. So if the diver's really panicked, they find that they're battling to breathe, they can dial it up. That'll give them a lot more air. The exhaust tee at the bottom is a standard size exhaust tee, but in the testing we've done, we found that it does really well to deflect those bubbles well away from your face. You have your standard Mares mouthpiece over there with this blanking plug. My advice with this blanking plug is to recycle it, get rid of it, don't leave it on the inside there. Divers have a nasty habit of leaving it in just to say that it keeps contaminants out, but if you've got a panic diver who's out of air that swims towards you to grab it, they're not going to have the peace of mind to remove this, so it just makes the situation worse. So leave that out. And it's also not a good idea to use this as an Octo clip, because this will damage the mouthpiece as it comes in and out from the side. My advice is always to invest in a good quality Octo hose clip to clip the regulator into a place where it's really easy for a diver to find. Just the other benefits of this regulator as well, this is a balanced second stage regulator, so you'll connect this normally to a balanced first stage onto a balanced second stage, which means it'll give you a really high flow rate of air. In fact, the high-end Mares first stage combined with this Epic second stage has been tested at 200 odd meters, and the performance is really good, so it's a full tech setup out the box. So when you've got the dialed up over here, and with the balanced second stage, it gives you a lot of air. It also has the VAD and the VAD assist, or the twin power system, so that just clicks on and off You can hear that clicking there. So what the twin power of the VAD does is when you clip it on to plus, it turns on a pneumatic or mechanically powered valve, which assists the mechanism of the doorway opening to give you air. So with this ADJ dialed up and the VAD turned on, you get a really high flow rate of air. So someone that really needs it will get a lot of it. So this will mechanically assist the doorway opening and closing, so it increases the flow, or you can just turn it down to the standard valve opening and closing. The VAD system, Vortex assisted design that they have, is this little hose or this little connector off the top of the regulator. What that does is it splits the air as it comes into the regulator chamber. Generally with most regulators, all the air goes in and then comes out, and they have to have a pre-dive setting to stop the vortex from forming, which causes the free flow. What this little valve does is over there is it avoids a free flow. So this valve joins halfway up the mouth, the regulator. So as the air circles around and comes up, this air cuts it off and it reduces that turbulence as it enters your mouth for you to breathe. So that also reduces the chances of having that pressure differentiation that causes the free flow. So there's a lot of technology which has been built into the second stage. You've got the adjustment knob, the balanced second stage on the inside, as well as the VAD assist over here to assist in giving you air, and that vortex assisted design to prevent the free flows. So this makes it a super high performing Octo, one of the best Octos available on the market. It's like the Ferrari or Lamborghini of Octos. So if you take your diving seriously and the safety of those around you seriously, this is definitely the Octo to get combined with another high-end air system for yourself. So if you guys are enjoying the product reviews, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give that link a click over there, subscribe to us. The more subscribers we have, the more videos we'll do, because we really dig doing these review videos. Gives us something to do on an ongoing basis when we're not out diving. We like to think about, dream about, and fiddle with scuba gear all the time. You can also go check out our social streams, the main one being facebook.com/scuba.co.za, and give us a search on Instagram, Twitter, or any other social stream. Give our name a search and we're bound to come up. We'll give you all the news of all the new things happening. So that's it from me, guys, and I look forward to seeing you really soon in the water.